Welcome to Balancing Acts. Welcome back. We are talking to Karen Greenstreet, and we're going to talk about mastermind groups, which is a business owner's secret weapon. I am also very fond of them. It's a great way to get support with problem solving, being more efficient, developing your leadership. And sometimes that's a peer advisory group. Karen, what should business owners know about as what a mastermind is, and what should they be thinking about as they look for a mastermind group to join?
Yeah, mastermind groups have been around for business owners for years and years and years. So they're a well-known entity. Like you said, sometimes they're called peer advisory boards, but most often they're called mastermind groups. And the idea is a group of people who are in a similar situation. They're all business owners, typically either in the same industry or the same size business, or they're all, solo entrepreneurs, or they're all restaurant owners. It varies. And they meet together on a regular basis, and each person gets to say, here's the situation I have where I need some help from the group. And the group all brainstorms together around that, and they hold each other accountable for getting things done. So if you have information overload or task overload, the group helps to keep your feet, under the fire. And some mastermind groups are based on the size of your business, and others might be based on a topic area. So what you're really looking for when you're looking for a mastermind group to join is that you want to make sure that you're with your peers. These are people who are in the same situation that you are. Um, so that when you experience something, someone else has already solved that problem and they can just share the answer with you, and you don't have to go looking for it and reading 16 books, right? So the first thing, of course, is to then ask yourself, what are your goals? What are you trying to reach for? What problems are you trying to solve? And then find a group that matches your needs. And so, for instance, do you want a group focused on marketing? Do you want a group that's focused for business owners and discusses, KPIs and leadership topics? Or maybe you're like, I want a mastermind group because I'm a solo entrepreneur and I want to be with other people who are running a business on their own, or with like one other employee. Or do you want someone who's running a business of maybe 20 employees, and then that's similar to you? But I think the key is to find a group that matches your needs and also feels like a peer group for you, feels like this is your community, because then they will understand what you're going through at a level that, another group, it wouldn't work for you.
I think that's true. And entrepreneurs often struggle to find people who understand them, the challenges they have, the balance, their obstacles, and even opportunities, ways to capitalize on opportunities. So, how can someone actually find a mastermind
Well,
group
you're
to
going to
join?
laugh, but the easiest thing is to simply go to Google and type in mastermind group. If there are any local groups around you, they'll show up on a map in the Google results. And of course, these days, a lot of mastermind groups are run virtually through video conferencing. So sometimes going to like meetup.com or Eventbrite, you might find those virtual mastermind groups there. Or if you go to Google and type in mastermind group, you'll probably see some virtual groups listed there as well. So that might be a place to start. If you have a consultant or a mentor that you like to work with, maybe they're running a mastermind group and you just don't even know about it. So you could ask them. If you've taken any workshops and you really enjoyed the teacher and you thought, wow, I'd love to be in a mastermind group with the people who were like in this class, because we all know this same information, we all learn together, and we're all trying to do the same thing. Ask them if they run a mastermind group for the participants of their programs, and do they have any kind of group program that might work for you? Um, so there's a lot of different ways. Ask your colleagues, ask your the people who work with you, if you have like a management team, see if they know of anything. Check with your chamber of commerce. Sometimes they run mastermind groups. And also check with your professional association. So if you're a part of the, I don't know, the National Retailers Association, or the Bar Association, or the National Speakers Association, often that they have mastermind groups you don't even know about. Some small business development centers have mastermind groups and some don't. You would just have to ask around locally to see what your local small business development center has.
Uh, I want to expand on this just a little bit. We're talking about, finding support for you and your business, uh, for your own challenges and opportunities. But business owners, those of you who are listening, who are actually consultants and service providers, facilitating masterminds can actually be another revenue stream for you. So, would you just comment briefly on that as well?
Yeah, if you can't find a group that's a good fit for you, maybe the idea is that you need to think about starting your own group. And for business owners, it can be a revenue stream, especially if you have a service-based business. So if you are a coach, if you are a consultant, if you are a professional speaker or an author, or you teach classes, mastermind groups could be the next logical thing for your own audience. And so it's another revenue stream for you and a way to continue to work with your clients. I know when I was doing one-on-one consulting and I had 30 clients at a time, I was completely burnt out. And I moved to doing almost all mastermind groups as the way I work with my clients. And it talk about releasing overwhelm. It freed me up tremendously. I could work with 6 people pretty deeply, but 6 people at a time rather than 6 individual meetings one-on-one. And so that seemed to work really well for me. And maybe that's something that the business owners that are listening to your program might find attractive and something that they can do.
Let's talk about how to find a group that's a good fit. Sometimes it's hard to do that. What are some ways to say, what's the right fit for me, decide what fit, and how to search them out?
Yeah, I think the thing is that you want to make sure that, first of all, the personality style of the facilitator, the person who's running the mastermind group, fits with yours, because you're going to be working pretty closely with them. So you want to make sure that you are kind of in alignment with not only with what they know and how they perceive the world, but also how they communicate and truly their personality style. If you want to be in a mastermind group that's sort of like a boot camp, then you want a hard-hitting facilitator. If that's not attractive to you, you're like, I just want to be in a group where I can, it's kind of lonely at the top, right? I want to be in a group of people who understand my situation. I kind of want my feet held to the fire, but I don't really want someone beating me over the head if I don't get something done. Then you find a mastermind group that has that kind of personality style and the facilitator who works that way. And then, of course, if you want a mastermind group around a particular topic, look, so say you're a restaurant owner, you want to be in a mastermind group around, other restaurant owners, then you would need to find a group that was specific to your topic area or your need. You can ask the facilitator who else is in the group, but if it's a new group that's forming, they won't know. So the only thing they can tell you is who they expect to have in the group, what kind of people they expect to have in the group, so that you can know if it's a good fit for you.
Yeah, that's good. And if they really can't find one, um, starting your own, you might just get together some other business owner friends, right? And
Yeah.
um, have your own, because it is about brainstorming and collaboration.
Yeah, if you can't find a group that's right for you, it really is smart to consider starting a group of your own. Then you can really hand select the people that you want to work with. I mean, think about like your dream team, this group of people that you would be like, I know these people. I would love to have these kind of conversations with them. It's sort of like those conversations you have over lunch with some colleagues and everyone's piling in ideas and it's really exciting, except that these groups happen every month instead of once in a while. So you know what it feels like. And there are plenty of places where you can learn how to start your own group. It is not rocket science. Anybody can do it. And I think it can be really, really helpful.
Thank you. And I, for one, have been both a participant in a number of mastermind groups and I lead mastermind groups. Give yourself that gift, because you always come away both inspired and motivated by the conversations you have with your peers in these groups. We're going to take a commercial break and then we're going to come back and talk to Karen about how to pick a business advisor or a coach.